Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is Emp One Way, your host here. I am bringing you today a new little game that I found on Steam that's just been released. It was greenlighted and released for a couple of bucks on Steam. Also available on the Mac OS X. I like to bring games every once in a while to my channel for you guys who like to use Mac computers. I am an avid Apple and Mac fan, and I use a 27-inch iMac myself. I like to play computer games just as much as anybody else does. Obviously, I play more console than anything else, but I like to bring these games out to you guys because I want to make awareness out there that Mac is not just for production. You can play games on it, and you can play great games on it, and you can even get cool little funky games on it too. And here's one I want to bring to you guys. I actually started playing it. I'm gonna go ahead and resume it here. Keep it in pause mode for now, as I gotta find my studio now. Where did my studio go? There it is. How did I get my window all the way over there? WASD. So here it is. It's called Corp DX. Can be found on Steam for a couple of dollars right now. There's a little bit of a discount on it as it was just released, I believe. And it came up in my queue, so I said, let me check it out. I like little simulation games or tycoon games like this. They just, I don't know, it's always interested me. And this one is not, super fantastic in graphics, but it's got a lot of little depth into it. And it's a cute, fun little game to play. And you can play it on the Mac. And I've been playing a little bit here. I got started in doing it. You start a gaming studio where you design video games. And hey, what's better than that, right? That's the dream, man, right? That's the dream right there. To be able to make your own video games and design them for a living and play them for a living. And that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm trying to play them for a living, But enough of that. Let's talk more about the game. Like I said, you find it on Steam for a couple dollars. You're a game studio. You're starting off from the ground up. You have to hire a couple of workers. You have your workstations here. And you have your workers that are going to work on the projects that you create. I've already done a couple of projects. I'll try to go through some of the menus as I need them and use them to do stuff here for the production of games and stuff like that. Right now, I have one of my workers, Luke, who is training. He's learning to be an artist. There's 4 aspects to making a game. It's coding, art, sound, and writing. And depending on the game that you're producing, is what is going to be needed in that game, what you need more of. So, for example, let's look at the projects list here and look at a new project. So, for example, if you're doing a simulation game, it takes a lot more coding than it does art, sound, or writing. But if you're doing like an adventure game, you're going to definitely need more writing to build a story than you do coding in that regard. So, cool little game that way. Like I said, there's a lot of detail to it. Makes it very interesting. Here, you also have a project that you have a project manager here, so that lets you know like the scale of the project you want to work on, whether it's small, medium, large, or micro, depending upon how many employees that you have. And there's always also a project price or cost for production and things like that. So what it's going to cost you to design that game. And here are the stats here with the hearts of what's most popular right now for fans and things like that. But let's go ahead and jump right into gameplay. I'll kind of talk as I'm going and working here. We're working on a new project right now. It's called Mass Effect. It's a strategy game. And we come to the end of the month, you'll get your monthly report here. You can see your salary, your projects, your training, and your income. I have income from a couple of releases I already have out. And I've lost $8,600 for this particular month. So let's see. Oh, and here we are. We're going to jump into the Game Video Awards. There's another Vlampier out there. Is the other gaming studio. And mine's called Got Next Gaming. So here we are. Here we celebrate the years, yes, or whatever. The most productive studio is given to the studio with the most releases. And the most productive studio award goes to Got Next Gaming. I came out first. Vlampier came out a little bit later on. I did put out 3 games already, I think, or 2 at least. The most beloved studio is given to the studio that has the most fans. And that studio is next. Vlampier. Okay. So they have more fans than I do, even though I've been around longer. Fine. The highest rated game is given to the studio with the highest rated game. Who's that going to be? Vlampier. Okay, my games are not really rated very high, so I can accept that. Highest revenue was given to the studio that managed to get the most revenue this year. We'll get a quality bonus. Highest revenue studio award goes to Vlampier. Oh, wow. I'm not getting any bonuses. I just got the one so far. And the largest studio is given to the studio who hires the largest team in the industry. Let's see. And the largest studio award goes to Got Next Gaming. Yes. So we'll take that. That gives me a little bit of a couple of bonuses here. That's all for this year's edition. We wish you the best of luck to all the studios and hope to see them again in 2016. Continue. So, yep. So right now I'm currently working on a project. Your workers come in. They work on their projects. The ones that are training and whatnot. And you can see your production over here for the game. There is a pre-production phase and a production phase. Once the game is completed, like you see here, you go ahead to publish. And you can set a marketing budget for it. In this case, because it's a 40 and it's not very high in rating, I'm not going to put any marketing budget on it. Try to save the money that we do have in order to do some stuff. You do get to see the actual ratings of the game from different places. Total Crumpet gives us a 1.5 stars, it looks like. VGN gave us nothing. Boulder Paper Shotgun gave us 1 star. And Kotaku gave us, looks like a 0.5 star. And then you get assistant notes as well. Make sure you match your marketing budget with the game quality. Dumping loads of money on a subpar game will not help. So there you go. Because it was a subpar game, we did not put any marketing on it. We can see some of the things that they say. If you want a good game, Mass Effect is not for you. Use your $5 to buy something decent instead. Ow, that hurts. That just hurts. Anyway, we're trying to build up our employees and train them so that we can start building better games. So let's go ahead and jump into a new project. Or do I want to wait for my art guy to finish? Let's see what they got for projects right now. So shooter, we have racing, we have horror, adventure, puzzle, action, role-playing, simulation, and strategy. So right now, the biggest one is horror, which needs a lot of sound. I don't know if I have any decent sound guys. I mean, I only have one guy who has a specialization. Oh, that's another thing. There's specializations as well. So I'll go over that too for you guys. I mean, horror and role-playing are the two big things right now. Decent amount of coding. A lot of writing. I don't really have a writer per se. Let's do a role-playing. To heck with it, right? Let's see what we get out of it. So I have 2 guys that are available right now because one of them is training. I do have a coder, so I'll have him code because he's my main coder. He specializes in coding as well. And the other guy, Jason, does not have any specialization yet. After I train him, he will have a specialization. We're going to make him our sound guy and our art guy, and we'll have Ben do the writing and coding, I guess is the best bet, right? Continue. Do we want to use tools on this one? So when you add tools to it, it adds to the budget of the game. In this case, I don't think I want to add any extra budget to this game. We're just going to keep it the way it is. Kind of like a build up the experience type of deal, to this way they can start making better stuff, right? So after you do this here, you get into the pre-production part of it. Well, they'll go sit around the little conference room table, and they'll start doing some production. You can see here as they're brainstorming together to do stuff. Now Luke is done doing his training, and he has a specialization of art, and I'll have a tool as well, Photoshop, to work with for that. But right now he'll be idle because he's not needed for any projects at all. I'm thinking of hiring another worker so we can work on multiple projects at once, which we'll go ahead and do. Let's go back and do that again. So if you click on a workstation here, and you can go in and hire a worker, you'll see the workers that are available after my monthly report. I've lost 1,000 this time. Got 9,800 for releases. Not too bad. We do want to start making money, though. That would be helpful. So once you get the hire button, you can see the different workers that are available. Sometimes they have skills. Sometimes they don't. In this case, they don't. They also have attributes, I guess you could say. So this one has like a thirsty attribute where it uses the water cooler more often, so he won't work as much. He'll be running off to the water cooler more than not. So let's go ahead and spend the extra money on a guy who's not going to be running around doing nothing. And we can see Jack coming in, and he's going to kind of sleep at his workstation until we give him a project. So right now we don't have any projects. Or do we? Yes, we do have one project here. We're still waiting for the writing to be finished. I think we should go ahead and start another project, maybe. Oh, wait, it's done. Let's go publish it. Let's see. So, 37. No budget on this one. Again, this is going to be more of like a get experience points type of thing. You get 1 star, no stars, 1 star, no stars. Clearly, this project has no direction whatsoever. Everyone behind Death Effect should be fired. Oh, boy. Anyway, I mean, you know, it is what it is. So, also, I want to kind of apologize for the scratchy voice. I'm a little congested as we're here up in the Northeast, and it's a little cooler out, and I've caught somewhat of a cold, but I wanted to play this game and bring it to you guys as I was messing around with it to kind of bring it to you guys and enjoy it as well, because it's pretty cool. So let's go ahead and start up a project here. Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to go to build mode. I'm going to show you some other stuff. So we have build mode here, and we can do different things with build mode. You can build another workstation, you can build another training cubicle, or more table. So in order to build we're going to build a bigger table here, only because I want to do a larger size project this time around. So we have no project, we're going to start a new one. And the size of the team is how you can make projects. So now that we have 4 people total, we're going to go ahead and start with do a small project, which will be 43,000. Maybe not. Let's do 2 micro projects instead. Shall we? Let's do a racing game right now. Looks like it's pretty popular. It needs a decent amount of coding and sound. I think we should be able to be all right with that. So we do have our coder. We do have a sound guy. We'll have these 2 guys work on it. And we'll have the other 2 guys work on something else. So we could do a little bit of art and you could do a little bit of writing. So that's, wow. Yep, that's what we're going to have to do. There's nothing else to do there. We're not going to spend the extra money on tools right now because, again, it's not going to be that much of a project. Let's go ahead and go into another project here. And we'll do a horror game. We have an art guy. Let's try to utilize our art guy a little bit, shall we? So he'll do art. And he'll do the writing and coding and sound here, right? I mean, that is what it is. And we could do art tools, but it's going to cost us 2,000 more. So again, just for experience to get our guys going. Our project doesn't have room to work on tables. Oh, so this is 1 table now instead of being able to work on 2 separate. So I'll have to wait for pre-production to finish on that one. Let's speed it up and get it done with. And of course, everybody goes home for the night. 14,400 for releases, 7,437 in the red for the money that we've lost so far. We need to start making some money. So also you can take a look at all our projects that we have and what they've done. Our first project here has actually made us $10,000. It was the first one we did for $5, and this one's made us $6,300. This one's made $2,700, and Death Effect is losing us money still, as we can see that. But let's close out of there. And our first project is done. We have 2 projects going there in production too. So this has got a 48, a little bit better than what we've seen. Still not going to put any budget on it because it's not worth it at 48. I don't believe. So we got 2 stars on that one. And 1.5 stars and like a half a star and no stars from VGN. Games like Man Trap are just depressing. They could be great, but due to many issues, turn out very poorly. Oh my gosh. Anyway, let's continue on, shall we? We should be working on another project. Yes, we are. My guys are sleeping right now as we're waiting for the artwork to be done. He's got to do the writing as well. We should probably start up on another project. Actually, you know what? No. Let's go into training here. Let's train our workers. So we got Ben and we got Jason. I'm going to make Jason our sound guy. We do need a sound specialist, so we'll make him the sound guy. Sound good? Sounds good. Sound guy. So they're going to go home for the night. We're going to speed it up. And we actually made $11,000 that month. Good job. $20,000 for releases. That's what we need to do is work on some of that stuff more than anything else. Let's speed up time a little bit here as we are making some decent little monies. Nothing crazy. And it looks like Core Cash is done, the puzzle game, with a 39. Not the highest rating we've had so far. Again, published without a budget. And we'll do what we got to do. 1 star, no stars, 1 star, and a half a star. Games of this quality belong on the freebie trash bin. Core Cash is horrible and no one should get near it. Oh my gosh, this is awful. This is hurtful, actually. It's like, I don't know. It's like hurting my feelings right now. But hey, you know what? We're a startup studio, so we're doing the best we can. You can also see where you are in the global charts as far as everybody goes. So you can see how Vampire here's got a nice little bankroll going, huh? Wow, total studio awards. We got 2. They got Total Sue workers, we got 4, they got 2. Number of active games, 5, we got 6. Highest quality, they got the highest quality. And studio fans, they got more fans. So you can see the games that are out there as well. Wow, you can see their quality is pretty much up there. They're doing pretty darn good. Interesting. Very interesting. So now we can train a worker, but let's go ahead and work on a project here. New project. 55,000. We just made another 19. So up to 70,000. You know what? Let's still do micro projects for now. Let's do another shooter game. I think we could probably do that one pretty good. Because we have a decent coder, a decent art guy. And team is already full, so we're going to get these guys to do other stuff. So let's let him do sound and him do the writing here. But maybe we should use some tools on this one to bring it up just a little bit, being that we have the coding and the art tools for it. Let's go ahead and give that a try and see what happens. Pain Tycoon. Anyway, Pain Tycoon's a shooter. We can see everybody's working here. We should probably train somebody too. Who has no specialization? Jack has no specialization, and we need a writing specialization, right? So that's it, Jack. You're going to work on writing. You're going to work on WordPod. Go for it. So we'll have everybody with at least one specialization on the team. This when we finally do that small project that needs 4 team members will look pretty good. So production here is looking pretty decent here on this one. We pick up $1,500 for that one there. That month. It's actually looking pretty good as compared to what we've had out there. Take a look at the studio. We got 4 workers, 2 awards, 6 games, 75 money, no loans, crafts. Oh boy. Big drop there, huh? That's ugly looking. So we got cheaper wages and sales boost. We'll take it. That gives us a sales boost. I like it. So this is ready, 73. That's the best we've seen so far. Still not going to put any marketing on it. Four stars. For the most part, Pain Tycoon is very good experience. For $5, you shall not be disappointed. I like it. We got a half a star, or almost maybe like 3/4 of a star there. Monkeys barf and cows poop. Other than that, Pain Tycoon is great. So go get it. 3 stars and maybe a star and a half here. Wow. Our first 4-star game, I went on to say that one. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. All right, new project. Let's take a look. We got a guy working over there. Looks like simulation's the big one again. So let's go ahead and get that. We have a coder. I like my code guy. I like my art guy. These guys are doing pretty good. We have to get these other guys on some projects too, though, to get them up. So sound and writing, right? Do it. And are we going to use tools for these as well? 15,000. I mean, it's an extra 5,000 for this stuff. Right, 3 and 2. Yeah, you know what? Do it. Let's do it. Let's see how they do. Pre-production. Go for it, guys. See what they got here, right? You can also build your studio. There's some, I guess, like chores or tasks that you can do to get some more money as well, like little bonuses. Picked up 3,600 that month. 29,000 from releases. Continue. Let's pause for a second here. Take a look at some here. View projects. See our total stats here. The graph, reviews. You see each individual game, how they did. That's pretty cool stuff right there. Build mode, manager current projects, global, studio info. Let's go to build mode here. Water cooler, a fridge, and a plant. Let's spend $500 on a plant. This way we can get an extra 5,000 in monies. Oops. Death Effect. At some point, I'm sure that these games archive. I just don't know when. Anyway, let's continue on, shall we? We bought a plant. Publish another micro-scale project. We shall. New project. Looks like horror. Everybody wants horror. All right, let's go for horror. We got a sound guy. We use him for sound, him for writing, coding, and art. Let's do it like that. What are you gonna do? I don't want to spend another $1,500 for sound though. All right, so this should just basically be like an experience, practice type of thing. And that'll go into pre-production. This is a 93, getting better as we go. Let's publish this one. No marketing budget yet. I cannot put to words how much I love this game. 5 stars. All right. 1.5, 4 stars, and then 2.5 stars. So far, VGN doesn't like anything about us at all. They're not very nice to us. Anyway. Publish a small-scale project. 10,000. We'll take it. We're going to do small scale. So we got the 5,000 for the micro scale. We're up to 137,000 total. Looking pretty good money-wise. Balance. Awards. We're coming close. We're midway through the year here as we're into production. $21,000. Looking pretty good. I think we can start working on a small-scale project, I think. After the production of this one is done and we publish that, we'll go for a small-scale project to end off the year, possibly. We'll get everybody on that one and use their specializations and possibly all of the tool sets. See if we have enough money for it. These guys have got to finish up, though. This guy's going for more and more water. Come on, Jason. Just do your job. Get it done. Get her done. Perfect. Oops. Total publish 43. So that was strictly a experience one right there. So we're gonna get probably crappy scores. 2.5, no stars, 1 star, and like 1/4 of a star. 1.5. Yeah, VGN does not like us as a gaming studio at all. All right, let's go and jump into a new project. Let's do a small one. This one's called Bit. We can actually name the projects too, by the way. So, let's see. We got a great coder. Do we want to go back to the simulation, or do we want to go into something that leaves a little bit of both? I don't know. Shooter. Horror is the big one right now with lots of sound. We could do an adventure game. Not much coding. Needs good writing, though. I don't have a really good writer. I have a better code than anything else. You know what? Let's do a strategy game. Strategy it is. 140. And we got our coder. We got our artist. We got our writer. And we got our sound guy. Continue. So far it's 72,000. If we were to use all the tools that are available to us, we're going to spend 95,000 on this project. Let's do it. Let's go for it. It's all or nothing. And the name of it's Bit. Go for it, boys. We need this one before the end of the year. Let's see if we can't get something good here. Let's see what pre-production brings us. And they're all going home. And we lost 47,000 for the month. That's fine. And they're writing 75 production so far. This will be our best game by far overall. See, the art's almost finished. Everybody's doing their work. Art is finished, so he'll be sleeping and he's idle. Sound is finished. Writing is finished. The coding is the biggest part of this game, so that's going to take the longest. We actually picked up 40,000 for the month in that one. Not bad at all. We're coming towards the end of this here. 323, 324. Coding still going. Wow, this is going to be blown off the charts compared to what we've done so far in a small project. Not bad. 407 publish. We are going to put a small budget on this one. Hopefully it doesn't bankrupt us. But we're going to have to do it because it's a 407. Let's see what we get. Achievement unlocked. 5 stars, 3 stars, 4 stars, and 2. Kotaku, developers behind Bit are clearly in need of direction. Well, not a horrible game, it's below average. Wow. If you have $15 and looking for an excellent experience, Bit is waiting for you. See, they liked us. They liked us on that one. Interesting. Very interesting. So, we should start working on some other projects. Let's do another micro project here. Let us do a adventure game so we can use our writer. Sales 66 in releases, 4,000 there. So let's use our writer. These guys have no experience in anything else. Everybody's only experience in those in their things. We're not going to use any tools for this. This is going to be strictly a learn how to do stuff. Cure Tycoon. See what pre-production brings us. This is going to be just build up experience. Still in pre-production. 10, 11. It's going to be an awful game. Maybe we should train somebody while we're waiting, right? Luke. He's our coder. You know what? Let's get Ben trained up in more coding, shall we? 5,000. Oh, wait. We can't even unlock Tier 2 Specialization. We're going to go to Vancouver first. So you do have to move your studios at some point as well. Huh. Build a wall. Expand your offices, build a wall. 103,000. Nice. Turned a nice profit on that one. Let's pause this for a second. See where we're at. They still have the most fans and the highest quality. We have 9 active games. They have 6 workers. We have 4. 3 words. They have 1,000,007 in the bank. What the heck? Wow. They're building like unbelievable. Okay. We're getting our butts kicked. What can I say? 258,000. I want to know how to build this wall. Oh, I see what we got here. Ah, we get some money back for building the wall. Okay. I wasn't sure how to do that at first. That was my first time doing it. So now we got a bigger studio. We could probably put in more workstations and hire more workers. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put in another workstation. Another 2. I like it. Hire a new worker. Falls asleep randomly. Produces better quality. Skillful. You're on. 924, I don't care. And let's hire a worker here. And I'm not going to hire the guy who falls asleep. I don't want no sleepers. I don't want nobody sleeping on me. Objective. Total 6 workers. We got it. They'll bring us some more money. We built a wall. We got the awards coming up soon, which is gonna be our last game for the year, I believe, as it's in production. Maybe we should do another quick project here before it runs out. We'll do a shooter, continue. Ben can code, he can art, sound, and they gain no experience on these when they're doing them, but that's just the way it goes. And we're not going to use any of our tools for this one. Just an experience type of deal. And we'll publish this one. No budget because it's crap. Crap. Cure Tycoon. 1.5. 1 stars. Half a star. No stars. VGN loves us. Continue. Alright, so let's go ahead. What I think I'll do is I'll go to the next awards, see how we fare, and then we'll put a break in this one. Maybe they can finish this game before the end of it. 25th, 26th, I don't know. Oh, it's completed. We could publish it. Do we want to put a budget on it? Not for a 72, we don't. So we'll get at least another game out there before the end of the year. That should give us the most games. We should have probably not the most workers. Paint is just bad. It's not horrible, but it's not average either. But Total Crumpet liked it. They like us in general. And again, VGN just does not like us at all. All right, cool. You know what I'm going to do here? I'm going to try to beat the odds on this one. I'm going to build that. I'm going to hire one more guy. The sleeper. I don't care if he sleeps or not. Just to help us out with the awards, because we'll have more employees than anybody else. We have 3 guys without specializations. It's the 30th. Everybody went home. It's the 31st. Monthly budget, $65,000. Nice. And here's the awards. Let's see how we do. Here we celebrate the year's very best studios by granting them our very whatever awards. The most productive studio is given the studio the most releases. And the most productive studio award goes to God X Gaming. Cheaper wages. Yes. We'll take it. And the most below studio is given to the studio that has the most fans. That'll be Vlampier, because we have no fans compared to them. Most below studio award goes to Vlampier. Yes. We knew that. The highest charted game is given to the studio with the highest rated game. It's probably Vlampier again. And the highest charted game award goes to Vlampier. Yep. We knew that. Highest revenue studio is given to the studio managed to get the most revenues this year. That's not going to be us. It'd be nice, but those dudes got like over $1 million already. I don't know how. Largest studios get a team who hires the largest team in the industry. We should get that one. Got Next Gaming, yes. So we have a sales boost. Excellent. That's all for this year's edition. Wish you the best of luck. See you again in 2017. Hopefully we don't go bankrupt. So we're going to put a stop there, folks. I want to thank you guys for stopping by and checking this out. Tell me what you think. Leave your comments below. Please leave a like if you want me to bring more of this. Actually, I think I will do another episode of this because it was a lot of fun to play. And I'll see you around the channel. Bye now.